This is where we really go to work. And I think tonight that it's not going to be as difficult maybe as other lessons. When I start talking about lectureships, I know that it is very difficult for individuals to keep up with all of the different venues where people speak. I don't know how many lectureships there are in the United States, Brotherhood wide. I have a video of the past Bible department head at Freed Hardeman saying sometimes you go to a lectureship and there can be 100 speakers. You look at Polishing the Pulpit, I don't know how many speakers there are, but there are a lot. 50, 75, could be 100, I'm not sure. Keeping up with them is extremely difficult? Not necessarily. We're helping you keep up with individuals that have been on venues where they mix and mingle with the very people that we're talking about. But tonight, we're going to kind of bring it down to a, let's just say, a very motley few. Can I say it like that? Individuals who are just consistently involved in this kind of behavior. Can I start with Oklahoma Christian University? Now, I start with this because of the star that's on the front. And why am I calling him a star? That's what they called him in their Facebook. This is John DeSteiger. He has just left Oklahoma Christian as their president of the university. He's been replaced from somebody from Lubbock University. I forget his name right this minute. It's not a point that we're trying to make. John DeSteiger has been here for quite some time. He's a big fundraiser. He is a regular at Pepperdine. Also, what is Pepperdine? Pepperdine is a watering hole for individuals that use women preachers, use instrumental music, that are community churches, have changed into community churches. They also fellowship the Christian church, sectarian denomination, same thing, sectarian denominationalism. Sectarian is a much stronger word to use than the word denomination. That's what they are in the New Testament, sects, sectarian, heretics. Here's John DeSteiger, and here is Jace Robertson, Duck Dynasty. Don't you recognize him? Now, look, let's put this together. Off of website, off of their, it's not actually their website, this is coming from the Christian Chronicle. So the Christian Chronicle is an oracle for all things that go on in the Brotherhood, that's what they say, and they're very unable to distinguish the truth from error, and they will put out stuff that would lead you to think that things are one way when in reality they're not, and we're going to show you that tonight. When they are talking about Oklahoma Christian University President John DeSteiger interviewing Duck Dynasty star Jace Robertson, where else did the interview take place? Where else would it take place? In the university's duck pond. Why is that? Because this is Duck Dynasty stars. A&E broadcast where the Robertsons get on and hunt ducks and they talk and carry on. So he's a member of the Whites Ferry Road Church of Christ in West Monroe, Louisiana. He spoke during Oklahoma Christian Chapel Assembly today. That's a lie. What's a lie? They are not members of the Church of Christ. Well, how do you know that? They're saying that they are. Who's saying that? Christian Chronicle. Listen, these individuals will publish things like that so that individuals who they will have a flag raise up or a red flag raise up and saying, I don't know about this Duck Dynasty group. Are they, I heard blah, blah, I heard about them, what they're doing, whatever. No, Christian Chronicle gave them a pass there. He's a member of the Church of Christ, Whites Ferry Road Church of Christ in Monroe, Louisiana. Well, is it okay if we have the Whites Ferry Road group actually come in and delineate who they are and who they're not? Is that okay? Well, the first thing you'll see on their webpage when you get on there is, this is how they worship. Ugh. So you're saying John DeSteiger opened up the chapel at Oklahoma Christian University to this guy, and this is the way they worship in West Monroe? I may have to call somebody up over there. Call up Jeremy Beller. He was, I'm not sure if he still is, a preaching minister over at Edmond Church of Christ, where Phil Sanders is a member, and the work that he does with In Search for the Lord Way is housed at Edmond Church of Christ. Call up Phil Sanders and ask him, call up Jeremy Beller and find out from him. Just say, now, you guys had Jace Robertson, cigar selling, wine selling individuals from Duck Dynasty, and you called him a member of the Church of Christ, and you had him speaking to our young people. many of which are involved with us all over Texas and Oklahoma. I'm saying somebody's calling up and asking Jeremy about it. Oh, no, there's nothing wrong with them. Didn't you read the Christian Chronicle article? They're members of the Church of Christ over Whites Ferry Road. Listen, Whites Ferry Road has been long gone from fellowship with the churches of Christ that are trying to hold to what the Bible actually teaches in regard to musical instruments, the way that we're supposed to worship God, what it is that God has asked us to do when we worship Him as far as praise is concerned. They have long since departed. And here's a picture of their worship. You see that? That guy back over there with the lights, that's drums. There's a guitar playing guy right here. There's another guy that's got a guitar right behind him. This right behind this lady right here is another guitar. And you got these women up here and this is the praise team. Well, what are they doing? That's how they worship over there. And not to mention that, if you look right here at the top, you can see the acronym. This is what they go by, Whites Ferry Road Church. They don't have the Church of Christ associated with themselves. They want to be delineated in a different way. They want to be vanilla is what I call it. That's why you can't identify them. They don't want to have a baggage associated with the Lord's true church, the one you read about in the New Testament. They have long since become community church. WhitesFerryRoadChurch.org. And how do they worship? You just saw it. That's the way they worship. And that is what they want you to think. Somebody might say, well, Johnny, that's not fair. This is their website. And so what does that do as far as your confidence in, number one, Christian Chronicle, number two, Oklahoma Christian University. Listen, y'all, Oklahoma Christian University is not a Christian university, number one, and they are filthy rotten when it comes to their willingness to take your offspring and turn them into sectarian folk. They are turning the young people towards people like Jeff Walling and individuals like Jace Robertson and the Whites Ferry Road Church. They go out of college, they come out of that university and come back to the congregation, the home congregation, and they'll have all kinds of ideas about how to change the body of Christ. And it will end up changing it into a sectarian group that resemble the folk around you. Now,